Try to see wealth in people. Try to see wealth around yourself. Hello selfies, how are you all doing? I'm doing well, my peace and blessings. Welcome back to the channel. I know I have not posted a video in about 3 to 4 weeks now. It's because there's a lot going on in my life and I choose to live a conscious living where whenever I feel like there's too much going on and it's gonna trigger either stress or anxiety, I tend to not pursue that too much, because stillness is important to me and for my mental health and for my physical health. And I encourage you all to be aware and be mindful when things are starting to get too much. Take a step back and rearrange your life. And it's not worth, you know, stressing yourself over anything or over anyone. And for me, I love YouTube, and YouTube is more of a channel where I can come in and express myself and also relate to all the selfies, and also use it as a teaching modality where I can share what I know from the universal superconscious mind, you know, what it's channeling through me, so I can share that with you. So for me, YouTube is more of a hobby, right? I have a full-time job, I have a family, and I'm working on different projects, and sometimes it gets too much for me, so I took a break. From now onwards, I might be posting every other week or every 3 weeks until December, when these projects are starting to, you know, take shape. So until then, please forgive me and please continue to be my friend and continue to be a selfie, and we will continue to, you know, do bigger things on the channel. I have big dreams and visions for this channel, and I'm glad you all are still with me and you all are still a supporter. I really appreciate it. So for now, let's continue our conversation on your mind and the physical world. I did a video on your mind and your health. Today, the focus will be your mind and your wealth. I want to ask this question to you all, and do not worry if you don't know the answer. It would always come to you when you least expect it, because that's how the universal superconscious mind works. Have you ever wondered why some people are super wealthy and others are not wealthy? And when I say wealth, I am not referring to the collections and the possessions of things, okay? Those are, you know, physical things. On this channel, we talk more about the mind. You know how some people can be all wealthy, have abundance of supply of money and houses and collections and possessions and all these things, and they're still not happy, content, and joyful within themselves. And then you might meet a person who has, you know, few things, you know, a few nice things, and make, you know, enough money to take care of the family and take care of everything else, and they're very happy, they're very content and satisfied with life. The reason why it all starts with the mind. If you have all the possessions and the collections and your mind is not at ease, that means it's dis-ease, which that's a prefix disease. Dis means not, ease, not still and happy and joyful, prosperous and all that, then you start to accumulate diseases, okay? So what I'm trying to say here is that you can have all the money in the world and all the houses and all the possessions and collections, and if you do not have ease within yourself, stillness within yourself, content within yourself, happy and joyful, peace within yourself, then your money can be of a burden to you. Your money can be more of a weapon that might, you know, cause more harm to you than good. Right? So then the question is, why are some people happy with what they have and so wealthy with what they have, and others are still seeking and still wanted and still, you know, miserable with all the collections and possessions? Is because it all starts in the mind, right? So if your mind tells you that, you know, the little that you call you have, and you're more content with that, and you're grateful with what you have, and you open the way for more to come, and you tell the universal superconscious mind that the grace and the glory within you, the grace, the beauty of the universal superconscious mind radiates through you and within you and around you, you tend to see more coming into your world. And for example, as you know, we already have enough. We already have a lot in our lives, right? When you go outside and you look at the sky, it's abundant of supply. You can never start where the sky starts or where it's going to end. The dirt is in abundance. The trees are in abundance. Water is in abundance. Wherever you are, you can say, oh, I don't live in a mansion or a big house, but you still have a roof over your head. That is provided for you. That is something to be grateful for. That is wealth, selfies. That is wealth. When you go to work and there's a roof over you, there are people that you can talk with. There are, opportunities for you to be even alive. That is wealth. You can go to the ocean and you can see all these things that the universal superconscious mind provided for us. Then in this world, really no one is poor. There's no one in this world who is poor. Now, if you look at the physical quantities of things and, collections, possessions, money in the bank, yes, others have more than others. But if you look at the spiritual aspect of life, then no one is poor in this world, because there's abundance of supply of almost everything. Okay, because I usually tell myself, I comfort myself and I say, how many houses do I need? I need one. In that house, if you have 200 rooms there, you're only going to sleep in one. And in that one room, let's say it's 200 square feet, you're probably going to sleep in a very small area of that room, right? And the same thing with food. You cannot eat a whole lamb or a whole cow. So that tells you that every single day as you live in this world and you take things day by day and you take things as they come and you're grateful for what you have, you tend to bring more wealth into your life, because now you're more appreciative of the universal superconscious mind. And when you are appreciative of the universal superconscious mind, you tend to be more grateful. And you know what? Gratefulness brings you more joy, more happiness, more content, more prosperity, and abundance of supply of everything that you need. Because at the end of the day, you tend to know that you do not need anything more than you have today. So when we talk about wealth, okay, when we talk about wealth, we're talking about in the spiritual sense of things, that we have enough for everything. Okay, creation is finished. God has completed his creation, and every state that you are in, it's a mercy to you from the universal superconscious mind or from God. So I say, stay still, be contentful, be happy, be joyful. Try to see the abundance of supply in things and in people. Try to see wealth in people. Try to see wealth around yourself. Don't focus on the lack and limitation of people. Don't focus on the lack and limitation of things. What your physical senses are telling you, it's not the reality. Because we all know no one can see God, but we believe that he exists or she exists. Why? Why is that? It's because we don't see God, but we believe that he or she or it exists, right? You do not have to see the physical possession of things to believe that you are where you are at. A simple exercise that I do is that I walk myself to the river. I walk myself to the ocean. I walk myself to nature. I tell you what, nature is therapy, because when you go to nature, like for example, in a forest, and you look around, and you will be convinced that there's nothing lacking in this intelligent universe, okay? That God has done his creation. All we need to do is to adopt and accept and enjoy and be grateful. By doing that, you will have abundance of supply of wealth. No matter where you're at, you can live in a gutter or you can live in a big mansion. As long as you are content with what you have and you appreciate the creation of God around you and you're grateful for everything that is in your life, then you are not poor. Then abundancy and prosperity is yours. Happiness and joyful is yours. Peace, it's yours. Love is yours, because God's name is really love. I hope this video helps. I hope this video brings you peace, joy, happiness, and prosperity. Peace be upon you, and God Almighty's blessings.